All right, it's the WSJM Morning Show for Friday, November 14th. This is the video live stream edition. All hour long, we're going to be here. Yeah, exactly. Talking, having fun, news, views, fun on your Friday. Stop looking at the camera that way. You're going to scare people. There are dogs running from you right now.
Look at the camera that way to scare people.
Bret Witkowski is in for Mike Weibel today. Mike is, I'm sure, getting prepared. He's probably working on getting together the grocery store games that we have coming up next week.
You got games?
Oh, yeah, we're going to do grocery store games.
Ooh.
Yeah, grocery store games. So all next week, by the way, come by and say hi. We're going to be at Rogers Foodland for the annual Stuff a Truck food drive to benefit Southwest Michigan Community Action Agency.
Roger and them have done Roger Sealing.
Yeah.
They've been a yeoman's job of being part of the community for a long time.
They host us every year. We really appreciate it, and we appreciate everyone who has contributed food, non-food, monetary items. It's just been a great thing, and this year more than others, there's been a great need with the food banks because of what happened with the federal government shutdown and the SNAP benefits and the uncertainty there. A run on the food banks.
Yes.
And this is their busy time of year already.
Mm-hmm.
And so next week, if you want to come down and say hi, be part of the WSJM Morning Show, feel free. We'd love to see you. Rogers Foodland, St. Joseph, Monday through Friday. The WSJM Morning Show will be broadcasting there. I'll be there. Mike Weibel will be there. You going to stop by? You should stop by.
I'm just trying to think of my schedule, and probably not happening.
All right. Well, if something opens up in the schedule, you're welcome there.
There you go.
And by the way, did I mention they have food there?
What time?
Rogers Foodland. Let's see. What do we got going on today? We have a whole bunch of things. We were talking just a few moments ago on the radio about MSU having to vacate 14 of their victories because of some of the recruiting stuff they did, impermissible recruiting.
It just adds to the fuel of the fire they've had with Tucker and the bad season this year. And just,
you think heads are going to roll?
If you'd asked me 2-3 years ago, I said, no, they'll give them 2-3 years, 3-4 years to get things figured out.
Yeah.
Big Ten, the Power Four conferences, which really, Big Ten and SEC.
You're losing majors. Me. Okay, keep going.
I'm not losing you.
All right.
I'm losing you, but others are joining.
Oh, okay.
It's just a quick trigger now. Brian Kelly gone to LSU, got owed $50-some million, and Florida fired their coach. I'm surprised Wisconsin hasn't, which to my one son-in-law is just can't believe it. But
is that the Badgers?
Yeah, they're really bad all of a sudden.
Are they really?
Yeah, and they used to be a power.
Oh man.
So I would not be surprised if Michigan State pulls the trigger to try to get a leg up on Michigan. Michigan, is not where they were a few years ago. I'm not sure they're going to get back there. And I can see Michigan State going after Brian Kelly.
Okay. All right. Remind me to ask yes or no questions.
Yeah, but it's talk radio. It's not the witness stand.
That's true. That's true.
I just told you to answer yes or no. I had that one time.
Objection.
On a foreclosure.
Objection. Sustained.
I even had the judge laughing at my answers.
Senator John Fetterman. Have you ever testified in court?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
On foreclosures? Sure.
Oh, on foreclosures.
Yeah.
Okay.
Had a guy.
Not like in a criminal case or something like that.
No, nothing like that ever. But
okay.
No, like I said, I even had the judge laughing at the answers because.
Is that a good thing?
I won.
Oh, that's good.
Never lost a court case.
Oh, that's good. You're like Perry Mason.
From Court of Appeals
Look
all
at
the
you.
way down.
All right. We have a lot to talk about this hour. We've already talked about a whole bunch of stuff. Did you know Venezuela, we're amassing troops down there? A lot of stuff going on in Venezuela.
Yeah, they've went pretty far left, haven't they?
Well, they've been
yeah,
like that.
They used to have one of the strongest economies in South America, too.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get back to new news. It's the WSJM Morning Show.
Cash.com.
With our bad credit,
27cash.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with any type of credit get up to $5,000, and cash can hit our bank account as soon as tomorrow.
when you need extra cash, go to 27cash.com. That's 27cash.com. 27cash.com.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
7:05. It is the WSJM Morning Show for Friday, November 14th, 7:05 a.m. Good morning. I'm Ken Lundberg. With me is Bret Witkowski. Hey,
Good
Brett.
morning. Good
Happy
morning.
Friday.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming in.
I brought water.
Oh, did you? Oh, did you get a pop today?
Nope.
Did you get milk with ice?
Nope.
No milk with
Water.
ice today?
Water.
Why no milk with ice?
My diabetes is really, really good.
Do they put sugar in milk anymore?
I do not. I hope not.
Oh, okay.
I do not want. I want to keep it there
Yeah, but that doesn't answer the question as to no milk with ice.
because milk can add to your sugar.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I found that out.
Did not know that.
Me neither till I asked.
Okay. All right, so no
I-
more milk for you.
Well,
Good for you. Brett is taking good care of
I have a
himself.
glass of like once a day.
Okay. And a
That's
Mama
it.
Graziano cookie along with that.
That's a whole different.
But there's no sugar
process.
there. Okay.
No. Well,
Good
the
stuff.
season's over, so it's kind of disappointing.
We've got some news to get to here on the WSJM Morning Show. We'll get to that in just a moment. First off, the weather forecast for today. Mostly sunny skies. Going to be a nice day. 60
Beautiful.
degrees we're supposed to get up to.
What a great day to blow your leaves.
Hey, stop with the leaf blowing stuff. I've noticed a lot more people have the battery powered, the electric leaf blowers.
I bought Amy one.
Did you?
Mhm.
What do you mean you bought your wife one?
She wanted a blower for
Well,
the porch and stuff.
Why aren't you out there with a leaf
Oh,
blower?
but she likes to do it in the morning, and she can't.
In the
start-
morning? How early?
Probably enough to get to one neighbor band,
Oh, man.
but she can't start the gas one, so I bought her electric one.
Why don't you do the leaves?
I do.
Tonight's
I'll be
forecast,
out there today.
partly cloudy skies expected tonight. So we're going to have a mostly sunny day today, a high around 60. Tonight's forecast, partly cloudy, a low around 48, light winds out of the south. Saturday, a little bit of a change in the weather forecast. So if you're going to be outside, it's going to be nice. Although we're going to have clouds and a chance of rain late in the day, a 40% chance of rain showers. Going to be breezy, a high around 63 degrees, southwest winds, probably 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting up to 30 miles per hour. So,
there goes the leaves.
well, and we were looking out back yesterday. Our front yard, we have this we have this red maple, and the leaves
Oh, those are pretty.
real pretty over Halloween. As I mentioned, people were stopping to take pictures in front of it. Now it's totally bare of leaves. But we were looking
that
out.
was quick.
Just like gone. And we were looking outside last night, and across the street, all of our neighbors' biggest, tallest trees, like skyscrapers, still full of leaves.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah, so they're going to be all
Hope they,
over the.
blow across your driveway.
Thank you.
Your yard.
So after Saturday, we're going to have a little bit of a colder spell, not a cold spell particularly, but Sunday's forecast, partly cloudy, breezy, and a high of 48. So a high of 63 on Saturday, high of 48 on Sunday. And then we're going to keep those kinds of temperatures Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's going to be a high somewhere around 45, 46 degrees. Actually through Thursday, with just a brief chance of rain on Tuesday and Thursday.
That was nice, pretty snow, though. It came out on Sunday and Monday.
That was a pretty car that just drove by. Other news that we have from the WSJM newsroom: more
was
than
real pretty on the trees.
1,500 United Way volunteers fanned out across Berrien, Cass, and Van Buren counties yesterday for the annual Rake a Difference event. The United Way says 148 volunteer teams raked leaves at 316 different homes. Emily Robertson of the Huntington Bank team was working in Benton Harbor and said this was her 10th year helping out with that effort.
I just have a feeling that you should. If you can, you should. This community I live in, I work in, these are my neighbors, and they can't get out themselves. Super important outside of work that just to get back as much as you can.
She said her group had 6 homes on the list to rake leaves for yesterday.
So far, we're up to 80 bags without this house. So our first house had 67 bags alone. So we're killing it. It's great.
United Way estimates that more than 11,000 bags were used to bag up the leaves yesterday.
Wow.
11,000 bags.
That's a lot of bags in some places landfill.
Hefty. The program helps seniors, Rake a Difference, that is, who struggle with yard work and remain safely in their homes. The organization says 58 seniors still on the waiting list, and they encourage more volunteers to join next year, even though So the 58 homes that are still on the list, they try to figure out if they can ways to help them going forward. Sometimes the United Way staff themselves get together and go out and do it now that they've got beyond the rake of difference. But with 1,500 volunteers this year, biggest volunteer turnout that program has seen.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I know Debbie Ramirez is big on
huge
that organized.
Yeah. All right. Other news, good news. South Haven's Robert Bob Copping has received a Governor's Service Award for his decades of volunteer work. There was a ceremony in Lansing this week. Governor Gretchen Whitmer praising all honorees for their commitment to serving others.
Tonight you get to see what I see, the quiet, diligent work of our honorees. Tonight, that hidden, quiet work gets the spotlight it deserves. Through their gifts, whether it be time or talent or treasure, these Michiganders have gone above and beyond to serve others.
The 93-year-old Copping received the Governor George Romney Lifetime Achievement Award for his long-standing contributions in South Haven and beyond. Mayor Annie Brown noted his role in founding Shout for South Haven. Shout now supports community beautification, public art, and civic engagement. Copping also created the South Haven Speaker Series. He says he accepts the award with gratitude and a renewed commitment to serving the community. Lincoln Township, after a year of work, has finally adopted an ordinance regulating solar energy developments. The board approved the measure this week. Trustee and Planning Commission member Mark Florian says the goal is to ensure developers follow local rules and don't overtake large amounts of township land.
It would enable us to control what that facility would look like and where it would be located. It wouldn't be something that we would have to react to on a moment's notice, but rather it's something that we've already put in place that any utility scale solar developer would come to our township, who might come to our township, would know how they'd have to comply.
Florian has previously noted concerns about losing farmland or managing old solar panels. While the state regulates facilities larger than 50 megawatts, the township can govern smaller installations. The new ordinance requires permits and sets standards for setbacks, height, maintenance, and glare. And finally, Berrien County 911 Central Dispatch says they're preparing to bring in AI, artificial intelligence, to help manage their 911 call volume. Commissioner Jim Curran told colleagues on Thursday the committee heard from 911 Director Caitlin Samsel, who outlined plans for AI to begin handling some non-emergency calls starting next year.
Right now, they handle a little over 94,000 administrative calls. Not 911 calls, but just administrative calls. She says roughly 91,000 of those could be handled through AI.
Curran says the system includes safeguards and will still rely on human call takers for emergencies.
It will handle multiple languages, not just English, and it will also sense emotion so that if it's a call on the administrative line, but the person is stressed, it will automatically kick it to a call taker.
Samsel hopes to have the technology in place sometime in 2026. AI for some 911 calls, not the emergency ones, at least not at first.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
But that's interesting.
It is. Just the way of the future, I think.
Yeah. AI is nice.
You can have AI for a morning show?
Well, I don't know. How are you? We'll see how you perform today.
Well, then you'll have AI.
I've got AI Bret.
Then you'll have AI. I'm telling you, it won't take much.
7:13. We've got sports, and then we'll take a look at some other things that are happening in the news.
Sports on the Michigan News Network.
And here on the video live
Oh, I
stream,
forget we're on.
do you use AI?
I'm learning how to use AI.
Tell us how you're learning to use AI, Bret Witkowski. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Carol. Carol Meister says good morning.
Oh, that's my mother-in-law.
Hi, Carol Meister. Is Bret doing your leaves?
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Are you staying on top of them? Is he staying on top of them?
I'll be over there to mow today or tomorrow. Yep.
Also say good morning to my wife, Stephanie. Hello, Stephanie.
She had listened to?
Hello, Stephanie. Yes, she listens and watch. Max Headroom doing 911. Yeah. You know, I don't know why they haven't brought Max Headroom back more. I loved that show. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I especially liked when Jim Carrey did his imitation of Max Headroom.
I like Jim Carrey.
Yeah, he's funny.
I mean, he can do so many characters. Remember him on In Living Color?
Yeah, Fireman, what was he? Fireman Bob or
He was
something like that?
everything.
Yeah, anyway.
Remember they had Homie Claus?
Yeah, they had all kinds of inappropriate stuff going on. Yeah.
But
So
I
AI.
like Jim
How do you use AI? Stop distracting,
No, I'm
deflecting. Tell us, how do you use AI? What do you use it for?
Sending out emails, make sure they're coming out right.
Okay. So how do you use it? Are you writing the email somewhere? Or are you
Yep.
telling ChatGPT? What are you doing? What's your process?
I write them, and then it goes through the
So you write them
AI.
where? Where do you write them? You write them down on your desk on a piece of paper?
No, through the. Is this like a trial?
What are you being cagey about? Come
No,
on.
I'm not. So just on the base, like if I'm going to send you an email, I'll type it in and then throw it into AI and see what it says it should say.
Okay.
But you do have to proof them. Sometimes they
You
don't.
do.
It's like, that's not what I meant.
Yeah.
So for me, that's where I'm at. My staff is actually more into it, and Van Buren County actually has the AI committee at the county level, of which we participate in. We think we can use it for a lot of different things, especially for projects and communications with townships on projects going on, just how it can generate stuff like that, like now.
Yeah.
So my Gen X and other younger people than me are pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
I'm open to it. I just don't know it enough.
Yeah. I mean, I think so the basic rule of thumb is garbage in, garbage out.
I agree.
Right. And so if you put garbage into the system that it's drawing its information from, then you're going to get garbage back out. And also there's this thing called the AI hallucination, which is essentially AI wants, it is programmed to want to fulfill your request so badly, it so strongly needs to do that, it will make stuff up to fill in any gaps in information that it has. That's called AI hallucination, very simply. And that's what another thing you have to watch for. And we've seen that because I test it out I use it in the newsroom to proof things, right? Am I writing this in the most clear style, that kind of stuff? Yeah. Can you tell me, give me a summary of this hearing that I've transcribed? I had another tool transcribe. Give me the key points from this.
Really?
And it'll go through and it'll say this. It's not doing thinking, but it is summarizing the data that's been put into it. With each prompt that I do, I'm very careful to say, use only the information that I'm giving you right here, right now. Don't go out and find stuff from the internet.
So you can make it limit it.
Yes. Limit the scope of information that it's looking through.
Good idea.
So that it's not going out and finding something and making some assumptions. Kind of like the BBC when they stitched together Trump speeches.
Gosh.
Yeah, we should probably talk about that.
So is this what data centers then are?
Yeah, the data center AI is a huge customer of data center and electricity.
Is that where the one's coming here in town?
Which one?
The one that was talked about years ago.
You don't want to get me started on this.
Are they going to go where the mall is?
You don't want to get me started.
That might be a good compromise. I just remember you reporting.
Let's get back on the
data center.
Let's get back on the radio. We can continue this conversation.
Oh, please do.
WSJM morning show.
Normal will be in the upper 40s and low 50s for the overnight lows. And then for Saturday, mostly cloudy skies, a few scattered rain showers here and there, breezy, but high temperatures still up around 60. I'm Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
718. And I'm Ken Lundberg, and Bret Witkowski is here as well, playing Candy Crush on his phone.
I am not.
You thought we were done or something for the morning?
No, my mother-in-law texted me and said she's listening.
And very nice. Good. We already said hi to her.
I know, but I'm just getting caught up.
Oh, very nice. Teresa's out there as well, and Bill and Carol.
Where's
and others.
Bill racing it?
No, racing season's over. You got to keep up with this stuff.
And indoor? I thought you raced indoor.
Oh my goodness. All right. Maybe he has some indoor stuff. I don't know. It is the WSJM morning show. Bret Witkowski is here for Mike Weibel today. We were talking on the video live stream a second ago about AI, and I was quizzing Bret on how he uses it. It's useful, right?
It is incredible.
Yeah, it's useful. It's going to take everyone's jobs, but it's useful for the time being.
I'm okay.
You're okay with that?
I'm not fighting them if they do.
And Bret also asked about data centers. Is it a huge suck on the data centers we have here in Berrien County?
I'm just waiting for the official announcement that was brought up a year and a half ago.
And I just, every time I see another news story about another new data center going into Indiana right across the border from us, it's like, there's 10 more jobs that we didn't need. 10 more jobs that are good paying, and the construction and everything else that goes on with it.
Obviously, it comes down to the tax structure.
And a lot of the concerns, rightly so, a lot of communities, farmers included, are concerned about the impact data centers have on resources. So people are generally concerned about electricity. What's it going to do to the electricity consumption and the rates? They're worried about what's it going to do to your natural resources because they run hot, right? Computers run hot, and especially as you're taxing them with AI instructions and more of America is using AI, that goes through the data centers and heats those things up like no crazy. And so how do you cool them down? Water for cooling systems. And it seems like, we've got electricity covered. We've got the water thing covered. Why not Southwest Michigan? I mean,
I was going to say the Benton Harbor Water Plant.
It needs to use some more of its volume. It needs to use more of its volume, right? Maybe that's a way to do it.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't tear down the pipes and the infrastructure and, cause more cost to a system that can't afford itself already, right?
Well, yeah, that was a known factor when.
Yes or no question?
I was going to tell you why it happened.
Go ahead.
Benton Township wanted to.
It's got to be today, though.
Well, I know, but this is history and facts. Benton Township wanted to create a water authority with Benton Harbor City.
Yeah.
Because, and Benton Harbor City refused to.
Nah.
And because of that, Benton Harbor Township built their own. Benton Harbor's plant is so underutilized it can't support itself.
I thought I just said that.
Yeah, but I gave you the reason why.
You Brett-splained me.
Because I was part of those talks, and that was the reason why.
So fast forward to today, where do you see it going from here?
They can't survive as is. They don't have enough customer base, and they can't grow.
And why not? Why can't they grow?
Where are they going to pump water to? I mean,
the other communities. Although the other communities have already got their other water systems. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, Benton Township could go out to Sodus. They could go out to Coloma Township. I mean, where Benton Harbor, just like St. Joe City. St. Joe City can't, but St. Joe City, Lincoln, St. Joe Township, and Villages got together and worked out a deal back 15, 20 years ago that made sense to keep one plant to serve one people.
What do you think of turning significant portions of Benton Harbor into data centers? Because you've got the water, you've got the electricity nearby.
If you got it,
be kind of cool, right?
I think
because you've got some unused space right now.
The city or township?
City.
Enough for a data center?
Sure, why not?
I mean, they got the space, fine.
Yeah.
I think it'd be great. But
you driven down Main Street, right?
Huh?
You driven down the Main Street, Benton Harbor?
Yeah, but aren't those data centers bigger than that?
Well, I mean, they can be very large, absolutely. But, square footage is square footage.
I'd be all for it.
Okay.
I'd be surprised they'd want to come in and pay that high tax rate.
That's another good point.
Yeah.
723. We were talking also about the BBC, right?
Boy, did they doctor that or what?
Well, so, I mean, we're talking about 12 seconds out of an hour-long program, right? Okay. 12 seconds. The BBC has, because of those 12 seconds, which are important, absolutely important, the BBC has apologized to U.S. President Donald Trump for an episode of their program called Panorama. I'm not familiar with that program.
I don't watch BBC.
That spliced together parts of his January 6, 2021 speech together, spliced it together so that it fit their narrative, I think is what they say. What they're also saying is, well, we condensed it for the news coverage. Well, you can't do that. But they are rejecting. So they apologize to the president, but they are rejecting his demands for compensation. The president has said, I need $1 billion. You defamed me. The corporation said the edit had given the mistaken impression that President Trump had made a direct call for violent action. Seems like an important distinction there.
And I did see that segment, and it did pretty much say take over the Capitol, storm the Capitol.
Yeah.
Which he did not say.
Right, and said it would not show the program again. So they basically said, our bad. Yeah, we spliced it together. It said that thing, and we're not going to show it again. Lawyers for the president are threatening to sue the BBC for $1 billion in damages unless the corporation issues a retraction, apologizes, and compensates him. Culture Secretary Lisa Nandy told BBC Breakfast that she was confident the corporation was gripping this with the seriousness that it demands, adding her role was to ensure the highest standards are upheld.
And I know we've talked about this before, but these type of issues that pop up more common than you would think, then then makes people's opinion of the media's, see, that's why we don't trust you.
Absolutely.
And, to your credit and Andrew's, you guys just report it, but a lot of agencies feel like they have to generate the news to fit their opinion. And this is, you're not watching The View. When you watch The View, you know what you're getting, right? I mean, you do.
Exactly.
Just like if you watch Fox and Sean Hannity, and that's fine. That's their audience.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's just like CBS or NBC. Just report your news. Let people make their own decisions.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I thought that was pretty poor. I mean, can you imagine if it had been the other way around?
In the panorama, so talking specifically again about those 12 seconds, in the panorama program, Trump was shown saying, we're going to walk down to the Capitol and I'll be there with you, and we fight like hell. The edit combined two separate parts of his speech to say that, although it wasn't flagged to viewers as being edited, making it look like he had explicitly instructed his supporters to riot in that one single statement, which was not the case. What Trump said was, we're going to walk down to the Capitol and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women. And then much later, in fact, about 54 minutes later, he then said, and I'll be there with you, and we fight like hell. So taking out 54 minutes of speech to edit those two things together, we're going to march and we're going to fight like hell.
Which tells me they had to go into that looking to form an opinion that fit how they personally believed.
Yeah. So
to watch that much and then do that.
Yeah. And the BBC's been rung up for being biased in other areas as well, especially with their Israel, Gaza coverage. But this isn't just, like you said, it's not just the BBC. We've seen ABC and CBS and others pay the president for claims that he said unfair treatment. But no, it doesn't do anything to bolster the journalistic integrity. But, so keep them honest, and we'll keep them honest as well. And we'll continue reporting on the Epstein stuff.
Yeah, well, and it should be. That should all be out too. I don't get it.
Yeah. Speaking of Washington, this one came in. Senator John Fetterman, Pennsylvania, U.S. Senator. His office
collapsed.
Yeah, he did. He's under routine observation now in a Pittsburgh hospital after he fell during an early morning walk yesterday in Pennsylvania. So it was established now that he had a ventricular fibrillation flare-up. He's had heart problems for some time.
And he had a pretty serious
He had a stroke. He had a stroke as well. Yeah. But this most recent episode, the ventricular fibrillation flare-up, led to him feeling lightheaded and then falling to the ground, basically hitting his face. He cushioned his fall with his face. That wasn't fun.
He's a big guy.
He is a big guy. If you thought my face looked bad before, wait till you see it now, he said. So he has a good humor about it.
But, he has been one of the few senators that I truly respect from the standpoint that, and I don't agree with everything he says, but I think he represents his state the right way, and I think he doesn't bow to a party line on all subjects.
No, he sided with the Republicans on this shutdown stuff throughout, and with them on other issues as well, much to the consternation of his Democrat party's colleagues. But ventricular fibrillation, it's an abnormal heart rhythm, according to the American Heart Association. It can be extremely dangerous and lead to sudden cardiac death. Without treatment, it can be fatal within minutes. Fetterman opted to stay in the hospital so doctors can fine-tune his medication regimen and keep him under observation. So that's good. Yeah, he suffered that stroke back in May of 2022 during the Democratic primary for the state's open Senate seat. Let's see, Venezuela.
Remember, he beat Dr. Oz.
He did. Dr. Mehmet Oz. Yep. Venezuela. So we got some stuff brewing down there. We've been talking about it for a few weeks now. President Donald Trump has been briefed on updated options for potential military operations in Venezuela, including a land strike. Been briefed on options for land strike there. The briefing earlier this week followed the arrival of the USS Gerald Ford, the world's largest aircraft carrier. in the Southern Command area of operations north of the Caribbean Sea. The carriers are accompanied by some 60 aircraft, including FA-18 fighter jets, that dramatically increases the military's firepower. Sources cautioned that the briefing itself was not an indication that an attack was imminent. Trump has apparently just been weighing his options.
Why would we attack him?
Well, you got a couple of things going on. He says, the president says they're basically actively sending poison to the United States in the form of narcotics.
Well, I'm sure of that, like Mexico.
And so, well, I mean, you have a point there. I mean, in the war on drugs, do you now take out suspected drug dealers who are running drugs to the United States? And yeah, we've done that. We've taken out 19 vessels so far.
Yep.
Killing about 76 individuals, somewhere around there. And so you've also got Nicolas Maduro, who's the head of Venezuela, who the president has said in an interview with Norah O'Donnell earlier this week, said, yeah, I think his days are numbered. So yeah, so the president's been weighing his options for a week. Experts say that could range from no action at all to airstrikes on seaports, airports, and military facilities. Another option, considered less likely, could be sending in a team of special operations forces to apprehend or kill Venezuela's president, Nicolas Maduro, and his senior advisors.
We do nothing other than what we're doing.
Huh?
We do nothing other than what we're doing. You know, blowing up the suspected narcotics vessels.
What do you mean?
We're not going to send troops in there, and he's not going to have an airstrike in there.
Oh, you don't think we're going to have an airstrike?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Then why are we moving a carrier aircraft group?
Just intimidation.
Is it going to work? You think that's going to work?
No, it won't work. I mean, they're cocky and arrogant, like.
So
Putin.
your prediction is we do nothing. We're just gonna truck it into the area.
I mean, it's their own country, and I'm not big on us getting involved in.
No, that's two different things. That's your opinion on what we should do, but what you think we're going to do is nothing.
No, because I don't think at the end of the day he'll do that. He is not a war president. I mean, that I don't believe. And I think the lessons of Iraq still ring strong in his mind. That was a mistake to go into Iraq, in my opinion.
Any strike against Venezuela is seen as particularly risky. The president has called for Maduro to step down. He accuses him of encouraging drug trafficking and illegal migration to the United States. But also the sudden departure of Maduro could create a power vacuum that risks further instability. We've never done that, where the United States gets rid of a leader.
No,
Iran or Afghanistan.
Yeah, Iran with the
Ayatollah Khomeini.
Yeah. No, we've never done any.
All right, 7:32. We'll get off this hobby horse right now and go over to financial news after these important messages. We'll be back on the video live stream here in a moment.
What would you call?
Were you getting political this morning, Bret Witkowski?
No, I'm just an opinion. People can disagree.
How you doing? How was your week? What'd you do this week?
Had a lot of meetings.
Give me the Elon Musk email to Doge of, hey, what did you accomplish this week?
A lot of evening meetings.
Evening meetings?
Yeah. So I try to get them all done before basketball because it's just tough.
Let's see.
Starts. So what do we have?
Let's see. Diane says, good morning. No Facebook any longer. Have a great weekend. Where's the Facebook? And then Teresa said, Brett, I thought so too. Can you take a look at our Facebook feed and make sure it's still there? We had a technical issue earlier, and I suspect it's tied to the software we use went through some significant updates.
Yeah, it looks like
it's working just fine. Okay. Diane, I'm not sure what happened on Facebook for you. Hey, can you turn that off?
No, I was just seeing
if it was live. You can turn it off now.
Yeah.
7:33.
85 people watching.
Oops, we got to do this and do this.
Or maybe it was 5.
Let's see. Sorry, I was paying attention to what's going on here. Okay. No. I suspect it was related to the software update because they were trying to do something with we always broadcast landscape in widescreen. That's the way we always broadcast. But a lot of social media is vertical.
Is it really?
Anyway, and so
never knew that.
And so the company that does our software issued this major update that required you to do a whole bunch of different things. Oh, yeah, Teresa says she has it. Thank you, Teresa.
Maybe she just was getting off Facebook for today.
I don't know.
She's one of your loyal listeners.
Viewers, yes.
Viewers and listeners.
That is correct.
And you have a lot of them.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Brad.
My boiler guy texts me.
You have a boiler guy?
Yeah, our house has hot water boiler heat. We have radiators.
Oh, what'd your boiler guy text you?
He left his pretty expensive screwdriver I found in the yard. So I text him. He goes, "Oh, I'm listening to you. I forgot. I got to come back and pick it up."
Oh, that's cool. Like a drill?
No, it's just like a really fine tooth or fine screwdriver to get in really tight spots.
Oh.
So.
Huh. And you left it in the yard?
It fell out of his truck, I think. Yeah.
Yikes.
So I found it and I'm like, I wonder whose is this? Well, obviously he's the only one that's been in the house with a screwdriver. Yeah, our boiler is 45 years old.
Wow. That's something.
Get it serviced every year.
I would too.
Yeah.
How is it in good shape?
Great shape. I love hot water heat. It's very even. You don't hear the furnace kick on.
But don't you get the clank throughout the house?
Only if it hasn't ran for like 2 or 3 days.
Then
you'll hear the water banging as it warms up. But no.
Okay.
It's pretty quiet.
All right.
Every once in a while you get air in your system, so he bleeds that out.
Oh, that's fun. Oh, you know what? Speaking of air in the system, I did my
Is this a personal problem or
air in the
your
system?
Tires?
No. Did you hear me telling Mike about sprinklers? I blew out the sprinklers.
You got a sprinkler system?
Yeah.
How big is your yard?
Oh, it's huge, humongous.
You actually have a sprinkler system?
Well, yeah, of course we have a sprinkler system.
Well,
I mean, it's big enough for that.
Not a lot of people in the city do because the yards are so small.
Yeah.
You really couldn't just put a sprinkler out there?
I mean, we probably could.
Or did you buy it with one?
Let's see, there are 2 zones. There's the front yard and the backyard. Front yard, backyard. And each of them have, 1, 2, 3. I think each of them have 3 different heads.
That's cool.
3 or 4 different heads.
Work well for you?
Well, I mean, the weeds are green, I should say. I want to take the grass out altogether.
You need to get with Creative Landscaping, which advertises here, to get rid of your weeds.
I would appreciate that.
They do our yards do a very, 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 very good job.
I would appreciate that because there's a neighbor down the street who has, I swear, they must have gone to grass school at a golf course or something like that because it is beautiful. It's not yours. Yours doesn't look anything like that.
Oh, yes, it does.
We'll be right back. It's the WSJM Morning Show.
Mental health and wellness. I'm John Tucker, Bloomberg Radio.
The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
If anyone is interested, Bret is looking for advice on how to get his
don't tell
his
Drive
yard
by my yard.
His yard de-weeded.
It is like a miniature golf course.
Are you ready for winter? Is everything winterized? Do you have sprinklers?
No.
Oh, that's why you were mad about me having sprinklers.
I had
because you're jealous.
Yeah, I tried to have a company come in and look at it, and he's like, "Man, we got to run so much pipe underneath the sidewalks, and it just wasn't worth it."
He said, "No, don't want to deal with it."
He's like, "It's not worth it."
Yeah. Okay. Today's forecast: mostly sunny skies, a high around 60. Why are we talking about sprinklers? Oh yeah, because I blew out the sprinklers. I blew out the sprinklers last weekend.
So do you have your own air compressor?
I do.
Really?
I have I have 3 air compressors. 2 of them are in good working order.
Well, then get rid of the third.
Yeah, it's probably going to go away. I may have thrown it away.
If you put it out back on Sundays, there's people who drive through the alley.
I know. I love that service.
It is. And they do it for scrap metal.
They do indeed. Tonight's forecast, and that reminds me, I've got some stuff I'll probably put out there this weekend because we have some old lawn furniture. It's nice. It's too big.
I get it.
Yeah, too big. Tonight's forecast, partly cloudy skies. So today's going to be beautiful. Sunny skies, 60 degrees, light wind. Tonight's forecast, partly cloudy, a low of 48. Tomorrow, Saturday, mostly cloudy during the day. A 40% chance of rain showers late. It's going to be a breezy day. They're moving in a cold front. They didn't tell us that, but a small cold front.
Illegal.
We're gonna have wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour, but the high is going to be 63 degrees tomorrow. So it's going to be decent.
That's
It's going to be
darn nice.
Going to be pretty nice for November 15th. Sunday's forecast, partly cloudy and breezy. That cold front's going to keep the temperatures, the high down to about 48 degrees, still reasonable. Monday's forecast, partly cloudy and a high of 45. Tuesday, mostly cloudy, a 40% chance of rain showers and a high of 46 degrees. News from ABC, then our local news preview coming up.
ABC News, I'm Brian Clark. The government's reopened, but it will still take several days for operations to get back to full service. ABC's Rachel Scott says back pay owed to workers who had to work during the shutdown is expected to go out by next Wednesday, and that's very important for many.
Some TSA workers, like Maggie Sabantino,
said the fridge is pretty much empty.
a mother of 2 in Philadelphia, told us she couldn't afford to go to work.
When I call out, I tell them the truth. Can't afford childcare.
Maggie is back on the job, but the shockwaves from this shutdown will take days to settle.
And today, more than 600 flights have been canceled in the U.S. Evacuation orders lifted in Weatherford, Oklahoma, but several people remain hospitalized after a toxic cloud of ammonia leaked from a tanker truck parked outside of a hotel Wednesday. The EPA is monitoring air quality. In London, a 41-gun salute to honor King Charles on his 77th birthday. This is ABC News.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Friday, November 14th, 7:40 is the time. I'm Ken Lundberg. It's the WSJM Morning Show. Here with me this morning is Bret Witkowski. We've got news from the WSJM Newsroom coming up just after 8 o'clock. We'll tell you about these stories. A 10-year-old boy has died after being struck by a vehicle in Van Buren County's Porter Township. The Sheriff's Department says deputies were called to the 72,000 block of 22nd Street around 8:10 Thursday morning for a car pedestrian crash. It didn't end well. We'll tell you more about that. The Berrien County Board of Commissioners has approved a measure to support the rollout of a more advanced police and fire dispatch system. We'll tell you a little bit more about that. And then the Berrien County Health Department is seeking state funding to launch a harm reduction program aimed at lowering overdose deaths and connecting people with treatment options. Those stories and more coming up just after 8 o'clock right here on the WSJM Morning Show. It's 7:41. We've got sports coming up after a look at state news.
The Michigan.
Okay, back on the video live stream. Okay. There are a number of things I wanted to talk about this morning.
We got plenty of time.
Anything you want to talk about?
No, we talked about sports.
Okay. We touched sports. The White House yesterday, during a background call with reporters, announcing framework deals with Argentina, Guatemala, El Salvador, and Ecuador in the hopes of bringing down the costs of certain groceries.
Coffee and bananas.
Yeah, coffee and bananas, exactly. These deals come after President Donald Trump and some of his top allies promised an announcement on a deal to help alleviate the price increases on bananas, coffee, and other agricultural goods. A senior administration official could not provide any specifics about how much relief this might bring, because we're still kind of looking at the September data.
Yeah, it's not out
for Consumer Price Index, which, by the way, we may not get October's data ever.
Correct. That's okay. We'll live. We'll wait for November's data and it'll be just fine.
Economists have attributed some of the... Okay, so if this happened during the Biden administration, I think you'd be singing a different tune.
No,
where's the data? Show us the data.
I'm not going to care about 1 month's CPI. I'm just not. And if it was Biden, I'd say the same thing. 1 month doesn't matter to me. 6 months, maybe. 1 month? It's like, guess what? The price that we pay at the grocery store won't change if they miss October's data.
Economists have attributed. You know it's about more than that. You know it's about more than that. Don't you?
No. It's
okay.
People were not working, didn't get the data out. You think it's higher?
I can't. My speculation doesn't matter. What matters is data.
Yeah, it'll be out in November.
Get the real numbers out.
In November.
Give us the numbers. And we will get the data. I think right. I think we will get the data, because they're not just going to say, oh, well, we have this information from October, but we're not going to give it out.
Well, that'd be one thing.
Yeah.
If they do have it and don't get it out, that's different.
The information's going to be there. It's got to be there.
Yeah, but are they going to put it together? Just like, I mean, you get the news, necessarily, you don't have to if you don't put it together.
They ought to put it together.
Huh?
They ought to put it together.
If they have it, they should. I agree.
You know, Think about the work at the IRS. They have to do their work. They're not just going to say, oh, the month went by and we didn't collect anything. We didn't cash any checks.
That part's
We didn't report any revenue.
Well, they get caught on revenue. People don't forget about revenue. They might forget about bills.
They don't forget about revenue. Yeah, bills to some people are revenue to others. According to data from the September 2025 CPI, Consumer Price Index, coffee prices have spiked 18.9%. Brett doesn't drink coffee, so that's why he doesn't care.
Coffee.
That's why he doesn't care about that. Bananas, which Brett is bananas, are up 6.9%.
That's not bad.
And
It is bad.
beef prices are up 14.7% in the past year. You know what that's done to my grocery bill, the beef prices?
Not a darn thing.
That's not true because I buy, Stephanie and I buy beef jerky sticks for Samuel because he likes beef. So, which I don't.
That might be one of the most unhealthiest foods around, isn't it? Beef jerky.
Why?
That's what I've always heard.
Beef jerky is fabulous.
Well, I know it's fabulous, but I've always heard it's one of the most
Really?
unhealthy.
Why? Because of the salt? Maybe because of the salt.
Could be.
Economists have attributed some of the price increases for coffee and bananas to the tariff policies of the Trump administration. These are products that the U.S. does not produce in large quantities and relies on imports from other countries. We should grow more coffee. You think we could do that?
We do, don't we?
No, we don't. The senior administration official announced that the reciprocal tariff rate for Guatemala, El Salvador, and Ecuador will remain at the same 10% rate set on the so-called Liberation Day back in April. Ecuador's reciprocal tariff remained unchanged at 15%. However, the official noted that these deals will provide relief on a number of items. So again, if you are a fan of coffee and bananas, maybe some price relief happening in that area. Beef, maybe, but that's not making the U.S. beef producers very happy.
No.
Yeah. We're also in trade talks with Switzerland. I wonder if that's just a deal with...
For what, watches?
No, I'm probably chocolate. Right? Swiss chocolate.
Really?
You don't like chocolate?
I love chocolate.
Yeah.
I love Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh, man.
Those are good.
Stephanie,
they have some great ads, too.
Tell me one.
I can't remember one, but they're all memorable. It's too many to go through and just eliminate just the one. That would be unfair to the other 40.
Teresa says, Brett's right. We will live without the CPI data. And that is true. I agree. We will live.
I mean, if they've got the data and they're not, that's one thing. But if they want to skip it and go in November, I can handle it.
Well, then why don't we do it every other month for the whole time? We cut the staff in half over there.
I'm not disagreeing with that either.
All right.
Do we really need it every month?
Do we really need 435 members in the House of Representatives?
No.
Okay. Cut that down.
I'm all for it.
Senate, do we really need 100?
No.
Cut that down.
Hey,
we're saving money right here.
Listen, I am not disagreeing with you at all. We just balanced the budget.
Oh man, $38 trillion. That's what we're in debt right now.
It's just
$38 trillion.
The interest on that debt, and that's why Trump was pushing to get the interest rate pushed down so much, is the borrowing is based off of that.
Speaking of borrowing money, how do you feel? We'll get to this in just a second. How do you think about this, Brad?
Okay.
Before you respond, think about how do you feel about the $2,000 tariff checks that the president's talking about? Don't answer yet. Okay. Don't answer yet.
I know my answer. I've been thinking about it.
Okay, we'll talk about that because I'm excited about this. I'm hoping it comes before Christmas. WSJM Morning Show continues.
Mostly sunny skies today and mild temperatures. We're going to end up around 60 degrees. Winds stay light out of the south this afternoon. Partly to mostly cloudy skies overnight. We stay warm. We'll be in the upper 40s and low 50s for the overnight lows. And then for Saturday, mostly cloudy skies. A few scattered rain showers here and there. Breezy, but high temperatures still up around 60. I'm Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
7:49, it's the WSJM Morning Show, and I'm Ken Lundberg. Here with me is Bret Witkowski. And Bret was just telling me how he can't wait for his tariff check to get in the mail. No? Okay. No. The actual setup was we were talking about the President Donald Trump. He's talking about the $2,000 tariff dividend checks for Americans and says he's serious about it. And I was just asking Bret, on the video live stream how he feels about that the proposal, which isn't formalized yet. We don't have many details at all on it, but the president pretty firm in his statement of, we want to send out $2,000 dividend checks because of all the money we've collected from the tariffs. How do you feel about that?
I think it's a poor choice. I think it's going to lead to more inflation. I think until you get the budget balance and get expenses under control, use it towards that. To me, it's a political buy-off.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is interesting because you think we've got some pretty recent anecdotal information and empirical information as well, data showing what the stimulus checks did during COVID, right? It staved off, it helped a lot of folks for sure and businesses. But at that same time, a lot of folks socked away that money and kept it in reserve and kept using it even after the need was gone, and it kept prices artificially inflated.
Well,
in a lot of areas, including the supply chain issues for construction, et cetera.
And sadly, it wasn't artificial; it was real.
Well, the inflation was real.
I mean, 8%.
But the prices were kept artificially high, right? You understand economics.
Extent. Well, and then you throw on top of that, with COVID, people couldn't work to produce.
Yeah.
And so anytime there's a government handout with money, it feels good, but then you just end up paying more in prices and you're back to where you were.
Yeah. $2,000 per person or whatever might eventually be proposed, because they haven't finalized any kind of formal proposal yet. It'll be interesting to watch.
Like I said, my own personal opinion is,
can I have your check if we get them?
That's a good point.
All right.
I should
ponder that.
I was truly
put your money where your mouth is.
Exactly. I will agree with that. If I was truly it, I'd send the money back.
Oh, no. Come on. What do you think they're going to use that money for? You don't have a better decision tree than they do?
I want a balanced budget at some point.
Well, run for office.
I've done that before.
All right. We've got to get to the Moody on the Market update. It's brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Quit chewing your nails. Call IMS today, your local auto owner's insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. And you like healthy stuff. I've got one for you. You ready? Hello? Is this thing on?
Well, I think you may have misunderstood me when you said I like healthy stuff.
Oh, open house. This story posted right now at moodyonthemarket.com. Open house for new health-focused eatery / juice bar in downtown St. Joe. Yeah. Hello? Is this thing on? Hello?
Yeah, no, I'm listening. I'm trying to figure out where it's going.
Okay. A new health-focused eatery has opened.
About listening.
A new health-focused eatery has opened its doors in downtown St. Joseph. It's called Evermore Juice Bar. It's co-owned by Jaime Rodriguez and his wife Ileana. They officially began operations in October, offering the community what they call a fresh approach to nutrition.
Good for them.
Yeah, they're located in the heart of downtown St. Joseph, 319 State Street. Evermore Juice Bar's menu features juices, smoothies, acai bowls. Acai? What are they called? The acai bowls. Protein shakes, and all-day breakfast items, including egg sandwiches, wraps, and salads. And Rodriguez says the goal is to provide wholesome, nutritious options for residents and visitors who want healthy alternatives while they're enjoying the downtown St. Joe.
Sweet.
Yeah. He said, I talked with Jaime about this yesterday. He said, we noticed there weren't many healthy choices available in the area, so we wanted to bring something nutritious to the community. His wife, Ileana, is a certified health and wellness coach and has long been passionate about healthy living, and the company is pursuing their passion. They purchased this. This used to be the Verde Juice Box outlet in downtown St. Joe. Yeah, remember that Verde Juice Box? They have one in Benton Harbor.
Yeah,
they opened one in St. Joe, downtown St. Joe. They sold the one in St. Joe to Evermore. So Evermore is currently open. They've got winter hours right now, Tuesday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. for the off season. Rodriguez says the business is fully staffed, ready to serve customers. He says it's fine, like Bret, it's fine to have from time to time something sweet and something you crave.
That would be me.
But people are a little bit more conscious these days on the choices they make, the food choices included. And when you're there on the beach or walking in downtown, some people might want to have a healthy option, myself included,
I agree.
and you go there. So to introduce the community to their new business, Evermore Juice Bar is hosting an open house tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Visitors can sample free items from the menu, sample size.
What's their address?
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Let me make sure.
Seriously,
No, I'll give it to you. It's 319 State Street. 319 State Street. That's what it says here.
Okay.
Visitors can sample items from the menu, including the acai bowls and yogurt parfaits. The first 25 guests will also have the chance to win free full-size menu items and other prizes.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So open house effort to raise awareness about the new business and share the story behind Evermore. So again, Evermore, downtown St. Joe, juice bar and eatery, providing healthy options. You can check out that story. It's posted right now at moodyonthemarket.com. Your Moody on the Market update is brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today. They are your local auto owner's insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles, 755.
Rich Brand and Tara calls.
Okay, back on the video live stream.
Had a friend who heard my ad on insurance management and switched over to him.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice, because Bret was texting while driving. And
No, I was not.
Bret will not do that. He does not do that.
I've done it.
What? Not after the law changed. Oh my goodness, Bret.
I can't, but I do have it on my phone, on my car. So if you text me,
yeah,
it pops up and I can hit listen.
Oh, the funny thing is, when I text you these days, your car sends me a text back. It says something like "Bret's driving."
Oh, it does now.
He'll get back to you when
that.
he's ready
That's
to.
just for you.
When he's good and ready to.
Got you all choked up there.
Dog shoots man story. Talk about a rough day. Get it? Rough day. A Pennsylvania man is now hospitalized after his dog allegedly fired a shotgun at him, injuring him.
His dog.
Injuring him in the back. Yeah.
Is this TMZ?
No, this is a real story. So let's see. I've got to shuffle that. I'll tell you about this story here in a second.
I'm interested in this one. What kind of dog?
Poodle. I don't know. What kind of dog can handle a shotgun?
I don't know. I was just like, is this the Onion?
Do this. Do you read the Onion?
No, but sometimes it's funny.
I used to religiously read the Onion just because it was so darn funny. I even bought one of their beach hats, and to this day I can't find it. I know it's somewhere. I think one of the boys took it. Just a little beach hat and it has the Onion on it.
I had a guy every day he would read it, and if it was funny, he'd come over and read it to me. That's
all right. Back in just a second. It's the WSJM morning show. Have a great weekend, you too. All right.
We're signing off.
Back in a moment. No, we're not signing off. But people were saying that on the video live stream.
At Moody Studios, this is WSJM FM Benton Harbor, St. Joseph, a product of Midwest Family Marketing and Media. Proudly serving our community. The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
7:57. It's Friday, November 14th.
Friday.
And Bret Witkowski is here with us. Dog shoots man. Dog shoots man.
You can't make this up.
A Pennsylvania man is now hospitalized after his dog allegedly fired a shotgun at him, injuring him in the back. At approximately 11:13 p.m. on Tuesday, officials received reports of a shooting and that a 53-year-old man suffered a gunshot wound to the back.
Did he have to make this up?
While police were on their way to the scene, officials were informed that a dog had jumped onto the bed and set the gun off.
Well, I can
Notice
see that.
how they don't say accidentally.
That part's true.
Once at the scene, officials found the man on the floor and conscious. The victim told police that before the incident, he was cleaning his firearm, which is identified as a shotgun, had placed it on the bed. He then proceeded to sit down on the bed, at which time one of his dogs jumped onto the bed, causing the firearm to fire around into the man's lower back. At the time of the shooting, the victim and the son were the only individuals at the residence, along with two other dogs. The man's son allegedly was not in the same room when the gun fired. After paramedics arrived, they transported the man to a local hospital where he immediately went into surgery for his injuries. The extent of the man's injuries still unknown, but the shooting does appear to be accidental. No word on what breed that dog is.
Poodle.
A poodle. Do poodles do that? How's your poodle?
You know what? The dog's actually warming up to me.
Well, I knew it would.
It takes time. So
it only took, 2 pounds of bacon in your
oh yeah, and I do
in your shirt pocket.
Amy's like, don't give that dog food.
Yeah.
Staring at me.
How else is it going to fall in love with you?
Yep.
All right.
So a lot of times I go to bed earlier because I get up so early, and like the last 2 or 3 nights.
Holy mackerel.
The dog. This is a nice, loving story.
Okay. All right. You're going to get drowned out by the news here in a second.
I'll wait till afterwards. It's worth it.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. The temperature outside in Benton Harbor right now is 41 degrees, 43 in St. Joseph, 42 in South Haven, 40 in Dowagiac. Thanks for joining us. It's the WSJM Morning Show. We've got world and national news now from ABC, and our local news is coming up next. It's 8 o'clock.
From ABC News, I'm Brian Clark. The government's open